Good morning, Trinity friends, and happy Wednesday in the Word with Miss Alyssa. So I have another fun family devotion and activity for you guys to go ahead and do this week or whenever you have time. So this is going to be all about how we are God's agents, and we all have a mission in God's kingdom, and our goal of our agents is to be an agent of the gospel. And so God asks all of us to embrace this mission that He's given us and to share His love within our communities. And a great question, maybe you can go ahead and do this around the dinner table, or if you have time in the mornings before school, during breakfast, is if you were a secret agent, what would your secret agent name be? And this is a great way of kind of opening up the dialogue and being creative with what would your agent name be? And so we know that God has called us to go out and to share His good news with everybody we meet. And, parents, go ahead and share what are some ways that you can do this at work? How has God called you to be a secret mission agent when you're at work? With the people that you're surrounded with, and asking your tiny people how they can be a secret agent where God has planted them. Maybe at school, maybe that's playing with somebody on the playground who's all alone, or maybe that's sitting by somebody at lunch who doesn't have any friends with them, or maybe they're just having a really hard day and they're needing another friend to provide some encouragement and to get some love-ins on them. And if you want to go ahead and have some Bible time with them, I would go ahead and start with Isaiah 43, 18 through 19, and asking these questions. Where do you see God at work in your life this week? And what is something new you think that God is doing? And one more verse for you guys is Matthew 28, 19 through 20. What is one area you feel God can use you to change the world? And I know that's a huge, monumentous statement, but I am continually reminded that God does not expect grand gestures from me. They're great and they're awesome and they fill my bucket up so much. But even in those mundane moments of life, that God can do incredible things, and how we can go and be His secret agents every single day, even if that's just opening up the door for somebody, shining the light of Jesus wherever we are, even if sometimes we're in our own heads and our own lives and not wanting to hold the door open for the stranger, but how God has called us to be the hands and the feet. And maybe that small, teeny, tiny gesture makes a difference for somebody else. And an activity that you guys can do is called a celebration jar. And so you're going to need a jar or a cup or a bowl or something. And as a family, you guys are going to write down anything that deserves celebrating and something that you can thank God for. And like I said, this doesn't have to be a big, grand, monumentous thing, but something even small. And having those moments of thanking God for all the ways that He's at work. And sometimes we kind of bypass those teeny tiny small things, but we can give God thanks and praise for all the way that He is at work in our lives and how He uses other people to bless us, and that we can celebrate Him for all the good things that He's given us. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you find encouragement in your secret agent mission. And if you see this and you're watching this, find Miss Alyssa and tell her what your secret agent name would be. All right, see you next week, guys.